Hello, everybody, and welcome into our home setup, where we, as a company, our organization, support work from home, pretty drastically. So, Nathan, look at Nathan. Nathan looks great today. Nathan, how are you?
Oh, I'm great.
How's work today?
Oh, it was fine. Consisted of blueprints and a few more.
Oh yeah, we have a couple of those.
Couple
Blueprints, some of which we're going to do tonight on the stream. So I'll drop the link to get a blueprint if you would like one. Nathan, how many does it say we have in the queue on your end?
We've got 4 right now.
Okay, that's what I thought. Let's
4
see.
reviews and 4 trade questions.
Dylan says, we hear nonstop about the 2027 class. Can we get just one quick, way too early first round mocker breakdown? I don't know enough about the 27 class. So,
Probably not.
No, I don't think we can. Sorry.
Season for that.
Sorry, Dylan.
We probably want to talk about 26 before we talk about 27.
That I think I'm on board with. Let's do that first.
Yeah.
And then after that, the year after that, we can talk about 2027. So I think, Dylan, you know the same names we know in terms of 2027. Have we solved the Bears fantasy football outlook? Actually, yeah, Nathan and I stayed up until 2 a.m. last night, and we figured it out. So we have all the answers, and we're just not going to tell you. JR Bears here. I'm Simplify says, what's good, Ganglia? Sunraker, what's up, Motherflockers? Alex says he got his first blueprint, and he's excited. We appreciate it, Alex. We're excited to look at it, man. Kate says Nathan's big day with a birthday emoji. So how about that? And they're using the Nathan's birthday emoji. Happy birthday to the guy on the left. What's up, Motherflockers? How'd the 250 league draft go? I will say these later rounds have gone a little bit better because it seems like they're letting us get all the decent guys, but not our favorite draft overall. So yeah. Ooh, speaking of, that was loud and I don't want to hear that noise. But not bad. What's up, Dennis? What's up, Bruce? What's up, Bo? Whoa. Take it easy, man. Is it Domain Baby's birthday soon? His birthday was March 31st. So, yeah, he turned 1 recently. Nathan looks great. Oh, my God. I mean, this is what I say every day when I see Nathan. It's crazy. Nathan's still recovering from his birthday celebration. Working from home today, spent the entire day coding in SAS. That's a lot of what I do with my day, honestly, Kyle, is coding in SAS. And I hate SAS. I hate it. I like SQL much more. But I feel you on that one. What's up, Toast? We guess be shifting to redraft mode at some point, getting people ready for redraft leagues. Yeah, actually, yep. I was working on that a little bit today, and working with our creative team on some of that. So the creative team is gonna kill it. Sam says we didn't reply to his text. I honestly haven't opened your text, Sam. So sorry, but I will later. What's up, Birdman? What's up, Kyle? What's up, David? It was nice to get the 49ers backup running back before you guys after you guys took the 3rd stringer. Did you take Garendo over James? You think Garendo's better than James? Okay. We'll see about that. Yeah, that's why they drafted James, is because they're totally cool with Garendo. That, you know, if anything doesn't make sense. I mean, that makes sense. So, how can I super chat a question? If you go here to the Bitly, there's a super chat. If you scroll down at the bottom, we can do that, and it will show up here in our feed, which we'll be looking at right now. All right, as you can see, we've got the blueprint feed up, and also Adam. So we are going to knock out some team blueprints today. Again, you can get a team blueprint. If you join the annual Motherflocker with code domain, you get a free live blueprint with that. We can do it tonight for you on the stream. You can also do the a la carte version, and again, the link is in the comments, and it's pinned if you want to get a blueprint on the stream tonight. Now, it looks like I'm going to refresh my page here. I don't know why, Nathan. I only see 3. It also says I'm offline, which I'm not. So
yeah, it's glitching. Then we got 4.
Okay, sick.
Got 4 team reviews and 5 trade questions now.
Okay. Well, let me refresh. Start streaming. All right. Cool. So we're going to be breaking down your Dynasty teams tonight, trying to win some money because money is cool. I do see 4. I got a couple trade questions in here. And so we'll start with the trade questions. And Nathan, I'll let you knock out the first one here real quick while we're... I got to get a couple things fixed here on your shot. So go ahead.
Yeah, so from Mike Flory at rocketmail.com says, Shuck is my current QB3 in a difficult spot as I'm in a rebuild, but don't have my 26 first and have not been able to get a deal done to get it back. Is this a good buy low spot for Reed with the Packers selecting Golden? Do you think Rodgers could be flipped for value if he signs with Pittsburgh? 26, early to mid second for Jaden Reed and Rodgers. I don't have an issue with you going with Reed here. Let me look at your team.
What's the
You'd be getting Reed. You're first in the power rankings in your league.
what second is he using? Superflexing my weenie, huh? Interesting.
That's odd because he'd be getting Reed. I'm not even seeing the second.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a second on his team either.
Unless he already made the deal.
Oh, Jaden Reed's still unless this is his team now.
Right. The Scatterboo is greater than one gorilla.
Yeah,
well, even then, it would show the second on the other team if the deal was done. Either way,
it's fine.
I'm fine with this deal.
Yeah, I am too. Stolic's got a trade question for us here as well. The 101 and the 101 in a 26 early mid first, or the 102 in Trey McBride. I mean,
the McBride.
Yeah, I was gonna say just take the player.
Yeah, he says I have a strong running back and wide receiver room. I need tight end and QB. Not sure I can accomplish that. I think you can if you can pull off this deal.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yep.
J Therm 17's got a trade question for us. Drake London and James Conner. Trading them for, you're basically downtrading to Worthy, but you're getting the 108 Josh Jacobs. I don't think that's, it's close. It's close to enough. Let's look at his team.
Bad.
What do you think, Nate?
Looks like he's at the.
He's not
close to the bottom. I'm surprised that other guy's up tiering. Yeah, I'm fine with that as a down tier.
I think it's probably.
I would basically just after making that deal, I would want to flip Breece Hall and flip Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, you'd want to down tier to like a higher wide receiver than Xavier Worthy, try to get the tier above that. But again, I think value wise, it's a fine enough return.
Ronnie Duncan, we got a trade question from Ronnie. Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins. He's trading, basically pivoting to Baker here.
Yeah, I'm good with
fine
that.
With this, and you're getting Daniel Jones. He's a little bit more valuable than Kirk Cousins. I'm totally cool with that. And then T-Mode's got a question for us. We did T-Mode. We did one of his teams recently. Purdy, Egbuka. Also, yeah, T-Mode is playing in the lead with us. Purdy, Egbuka, or Harvey and T. Higgins.
Very value fair. Very value fair.
I would take Harvey Higgins here. If you have the QB depth to do that. So
yeah, these are the two top teams. He would end up with just Geno. Drake May and Geno.
Yeah,
and Shuck.
But you could.
But you can pull that off with a Drake May down tier.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm good with that trade. All right, and we got.
Surprised that other guy wants to make that deal because he has 2 QBs already. It's kind of odd.
SQL's goated. SQL's great, but I work in EGP mainly using SAS, glorified SQL environment. Yeah, that makes sense. What's up, Adam? Yes, you are in here, my friend. You're good to go. You're going to be third tonight, so you should be up here very soon. WMAC Fantasy. The 212 and the 26 second on the neighbor side of the trade. I only have one side here, WMAC. So I'm going to send you a free trade question here because I don't see the other side of this trade. And so if you could resubmit it, then we can take a look at it here. But happy birthday, Nathan. What's up, Pench? Good to see you. Added some notes. Don't know if they showed up. They should show up, Jason. We should get them just fine. We're going to jump into yours now. Blueprint vouchers being an annual Motherflocker get reviewed on the live stream. Not always. No, sometimes we'll upgrade them just like for free, for fun, but like not by default. No. What kind of package should I get for neighbors? You're not gonna want to down tier too far, and you're gonna want to get a bunch on top for there. So like, try to down tier like a Drake London and get a couple 4th, 5th round Dynasty startup picks on top of that. Spent a Blueprint voucher last night, mainly get some pick advice. It's for the guidance. Can I get that reviewed live tonight since my draft is Friday? Possibly we can let you upgrade. It depends on how many blueprints we get tonight, Jeremy. But my guess is it's already in progress. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. So. All right.
All right, Jay Guerin.
Yeah, Jay Guerin, you're going to be up first. We appreciate you, man. I know you're here, Jason. So if you have any questions while we're doing this, you can let us know. But I'll drop the link if you guys want to get in the queue. We've got 4, and we're going to be doing blueprints for a little bit here. And so you guys can get in on the action. You can get yourself a team blueprint as well. And yeah, Nathan and I will do it live on the stream tonight for you. We'll send this over to you by tomorrow. So you'll have the full comments, all the trades, the entire breakdown of your roster, plus a rookie draft blueprint as well. So you can check that out over on the site, as well as a bunch of other things. Okay. My big question here is who to take at the 102. My gut says Hampton. I'm going to say Hampton. But I need wide receiver bad. So as I should I trade an early third to pick up a QB, keep my 303 and draft Alec or best talent available, open to any advice in the championship and lost 3 years ago. Haven't sniffed since. Okay. Purdy, Woolman.
He also added some comments as well. He said traded 2 months ago, Ayuk, 25-201 and 301 for ETN, Waddle, and an early second, 26. Probably would have held Ayuk there, and then just traded last week the 108 and Tyreek Hill for the 102 and a 27 third. I think that was a great deal to move up to the 102. Totally cool with that. So looking at your team, this is a 12-team start 7-1 QB, so a high upside format. You got Brock Purdy and Bryce Young at QB, which is good for about a 3. You got Chase Brown, ETN, Jonathan Brooks, Roshan Johnson at running backs at 2. Lad McConkey, Addison, Waddle, Shakir, and nothing else really after that. Probably a 3 or 4. I'll give you a 4. And then McBride and Hawkinson's like a 9 or a 10. He does have, his picks are really good. He's got the 101, the 102, and the 107, and the 303 in this year's class.
Hey, what'd you give him at quarterback, running back?
3 first, 3 2, 4 10.
Yeah, we got the last 2. Okay.
I mean, at first glance with your positional grades, I was leaning 1 year reload, but you have the 101 and the 102. So you're essentially just going to revamp running back entirely. Tight end is set. And then you kind of just have to address wide receiver production upside with your second option and your flex option. But you might even get another running back to plug into your flex with your 107.
Yeah, I'm just curious like what the other teams look like here. I mean, the top team is ridiculous. The second team is pretty ridiculous. The third team has a ton of upside for a start 7. The fourth team, in my opinion, has...
That's tough because of the upside. Even the team below him is looking pretty solid.
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, the 7th team has Allen. The 8th team has Lamar. Like, without any... I would honestly... You're going to get Genty, which helps. Well, I don't know. He's going to get
Genty and Hampton.
The other thing is we could have him just move. Honestly, he needs a high upside wide receiver is what he needs. So we could have him move one of those picks for a wide receiver and just... I mean, let's give him a well-rounded, I think.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think, you know, now that I think about it, he's got the 101, 102. He's close enough to contend here.
And the 107.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to be okay, actually.
So, I mean, in a 1 QB, that's a Caleb Johnson. That's
yeah.
Caleb Johnson at worst if he doesn't fall, or if Quinshon doesn't fall to him.
Yes, for sure. So we'll give you a contend reload. You still got all your picks in the future as well. I think you're going to be fine here. You've got fine depth. I mean, honestly, we could probably afford an up tier. So let's just map this thing out.
Hawkinson, we want to move entirely for another position. No need to have both of those. Honestly, you could move McBride for a wide receiver. That might be better.
You could.
I think I'd rather ride with Hawk as my top tight end because that's not like of paramount importance so much as having a top wide receiver.
It's not a tight end premium league either.
Oh yeah, no, all the more reason.
So that's a good move actually. Yeah, I would do that for sure.
Yep, and then we'll take Waddle and Shakir and we'll up tier.
Yep. Or you could just do like let's just go fishing here.
And then we're gonna
even these bottom teams, man, like they've got
pivot off of Chase Brown and ECN.
Start 7 really makes it. I mean,
it makes it tough.
Where anyone can contend at any time. I'm trying to find.
It's almost like everyone's a reload every year, unless you're.
It kind of is like that. Like I don't even see like.
This guy on the bottom has Saquon. What is no business holding Saquon or Nico, the last team in the league.
Yeah, I think he probably does think he has business doing that is the problem. But I would agree that I would
There's no
agree
shot
that.
this guy thinks he's contending with
I
only
mean, that's,
2.5 guys.
I
There's
mean,
no shot.
I don't know. He could. I mean, it's. I just am. I'm, yeah, anticipating delusion, but I'm with you. He shouldn't. So let's definitely do it. I want you to try to get Saquon. I want you to try to get Devontae Adams. And then in terms of tight end, I'm just looking for a team here that has. There's definitely going to be a team. Kittle is a great target, but like I'm looking to see.
He doesn't need to target a tight end.
Oh, he's got Hawkinson actually. I'm sorry.
He has
Yeah.
Hawk. That's why we're having a move McBride.
Yeah, I forgot.
Unstoppable 42 has Drake London, and he's another team that is delusional if he doesn't think he's reloading as well. I would definitely be targeting London there. So I'm going to give you London as a target. You can probably move. You can probably give him McBride. He would be very interested if you did that.
Yeah.
So we'll go that route. And again, we're kind of expecting that you're going to be loading up on running back quite a bit here with your top 3 picks. So I'm not necessarily like, I don't think it's our top priority for you to go trade for running backs unless you're planning on moving one of your picks for a proven wide receiver. Like wide receiver right now is really where your upside questions are.
Yeah.
Waddle and Shakir, if we were to up tier. We can probably get as high at, well, DK's right up there.
DK Metcalf. You
Um,
could try Worthy.
Could try Worthy as well.
Yeah, Worthy'd be the top end, to be honest.
I'll give you Worthy as a target.
Yeah, and then again, work your way down from there. He said I have a few people wanting McBride, so that's good. 107, I was thinking Harvey or Ibuka, and I would go Harvey for sure in this format. I mean,
yeah, and I think if Caleb Johnson's available there, I would probably go him or Harvey. I wouldn't go with Ibuka.
Yeah.
Because you've got that tier from the 103 to the 106. That's going to be Henderson, Hunter, McMillan, and Quinshawn.
Yeah.
And if any of those guys don't fall to you at the 107, then you've got Johnson or Harvey.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yeah, keep that in mind with those picks. And then he was also asking about the 303 and if he should go Ellick there. I'm not touching a wide receiver in the early third.
Take
I'm
a
going
running
all
back.
there.
Take a running back, man.
Yeah. If Kyle Williams isn't available, which even in this format, it's like, just go running back.
Yep.
DJ Giddens, Jaden Blue, any one of those early day 3 running backs, you're going to have a better shot at getting a big value in there. So Drake London, Xavier Worthy, we mentioned Saquon as a potential target. And again, this will kind of change the outlook of your picks and what you want to do with them. If you're to get a guy like Saquon, which would really upgrade running back quite a bit, then you might want to look at moving one of those early picks for an elite wide receiver that's a proven guy.
Yeah.
And then with Chase Brown and ETN, if we're going to move off of him, we probably want to look for like a Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Okay, comments on this team.
Focus on upside, man.
Upside is your top priority in this league format.
Because again, like essentially this league, the way that like the playoffs actually will sort out, it's essentially going to be a lottery ticket for everybody. Because everybody's going to have players, and one player going off, since it's only a start 7, one player going off in a given week is going to have that much of an impact on their chance of winning the game. So this is essentially like, it's going to be a very flash in the pan league, and you're going to need to have some really high upside players here to give yourself the best shot. And so I would focus on, week to week upside, things like that. But
yeah, I would also say it's just more important to have high upside wide receivers than a top 3 quarterback or tight end option, because you're starting one of those apiece as opposed to upwards of 3 wide receivers every single week. If you really want to maximize your production output, you want to invest that as much as you possibly can in the positions where you're able to start multiple as opposed to one apiece. Because the only way you're going to have a competitive advantage is if you just stick with those guys at those positions and at QB and tight end, and you're just limited with how many of them that you can start. And in a non-tight end premium, I'd rather just take 160 target Drake London.
Yep, I would do. I would too.
And then don't be afraid to target productive RB vets or just productive vets in general from rebuilds in your league.
Yeah. All right. Good on this one?
Yes.
All right, Jason, if you have any questions, let us know. I think we kind of answered all your questions in the comments here. So we appreciate you, man, and welcome to the community as well. You can send Nathan and I a friend request on Discord, send us a DM, say what's up. But we'll send this over to you in the next 24 hours here, and you should be good to go after that. But we appreciate you a ton, man. So Mammoth, we got yours. We got a couple trade questions here. And again, I'll drop the link if you're interested in getting a blueprint reviewed on tonight's stream. We've got some openings tonight doing only blueprints. It's going to be our last stream until Friday. And so if you're wanting a team review, now is the time. If you want to skip the line, especially because we have a queue of about still almost 200. So, Yoda, wanted to upgrade my flex spot and not have to start Leggett, Hurts, and Lamar or my starting quarterbacks. I don't blame you. So you'd be going from... Oh, gosh, yes. It's not even close. I mean, Brees and JT in my eyes. Like, I have JT ranked over Brees. Market value be damned, essentially. Like, I don't really care about the difference between those two assets. But then Geno for Godwin, I think you're winning that with Godwin, and you're getting Rodgers back on top, and you're going to probably be able to start Rodgers. I'm good with that, David. Yeah, you can definitely take that deal. Mighty Thunder has a trade question for us as well. JSN in a second or Kyler? I wouldn't pay up from JSN to get Kyler, even in a Superflex 10 team.
He said he made this trade because he had a lot of QBs and needed wide receiver depth. So you actually got the JSN.
He got JSN. Good job. That makes sense. Yep.
He also, that's the 205, and he ended up landing Golden there at the 205. It's a slam dunk.
That's a monster.
Great move.
Wait, so you traded Kyler for JSN in a second?
Yeah, which ended up being Golden.
How does that even happen? What's up, Mr. Gazington? ETN, Taylor, and Jamar. Wow, it's a big boy trade. Okay, so Jamar and Neighbors essentially cancel out. Higgins, JT, but then I mean, honestly, you go the Neighbor side here pretty easily in my opinion. Any comments on this one?
You do. 212 and 26 second on the Neighbors side. That's just about.
This is the one he resubmitted. Oh, he's getting more on the Neighbor side? Frick, yeah, dude. Yeah. You got to do this. It's a slam dunk trade. That's winning at Dynasty right there. Legit. You're not losing any upside there from Neighbor. I mean, Chase obviously, has that crazy no limit ceiling, but all right, cool. Is Landon at M14 in the queue? I do not have you in the queue. Got a live Friday night and missed it. Do we already do it, Landon? Or is it in progress already? So let us know. But if it's in progress, yeah, we've already probably started it now. Because Friday was a while ago. We've been trying to grind through these, so.
Say, unless you bought a live team blueprint, which is a tier, when you submit a blueprint, then we probably have it in progress for you.
All right, HV, aka Hunter. Hunter, I don't know if I've seen you here yet, but we appreciate you, man. I'm really glad you joined. You've been around a long time, so we are happy to have you over in the community. Make sure you get your Discord synced up and join over there as well. If you guys follow the link that I'm posting, you guys can also join the Discord. It's completely free. Obviously, you get some more perks with code domain, but like you can still join the Discord completely for free. So if you want to follow that link, and I need to take this down right about meow actually. The Get a Team Blueprint button or the Annual Motherflocker, two of these two buttons right here, can get your team reviewed on tonight's stream if you'd like that. So we're sitting down, doing them till we're done, and then if we don't have a lot, then we're gonna be done because we've streamed a lot recently. So okay.
Yep. So starting with Stankley's team, let's grade this out. This is a 10-team Superflex, full point PPR, no tight end premium.
Hey, did you notice the theme in this league?
The theme
of the team names.
Nice. Love it.
It looks like
Parks and Rec, man. Goated.
Parks and Rec and The Office, because D'Angelo Vickers, Date Mike, Nard Dog, so it's combo. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, let's grade.
Okay, so it looks like you're middle of the pack in terms of like the power rankings here. So we'll see what's kind of elevating that. Looks like it's a lot of your future first are what elevating it, because you got Purdy, Kyler Murray at QB, which is probably a 6. You have Ramondre, Blake Corum, nothing really at running back, which is good for about a 1. You have Olave, Jaden Reed, Tillman, nothing at wide receiver. That's a 2. And then at tight end, I'll give you a 1 or a 2 with those guys. And then your picks, your future picks are really what are pushing you up the boards, I think, a little bit here in your power rankings. You've got 326 first, a 3rd and 4th. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 27 firsts, a second, and 2 fourths.
Just go future value?
What?
You going future value?
It's borderline future value. I think I'm going to go hard rebuild, honestly, because we've got no players. We got almost no players at all.
Can you give me the grades again?
Yeah, 6132.
Thank you.
This might take a couple years. We might not be like seriously contending until 2027 because you do have those 3 firsts next year, one of which is your own. So I'd assume that'll probably be pretty early. But looking at Jean and Pam will probably be a later first. Jean's probably going to have a mid first at worst. He's got a pretty solid team for contention this year. So we'll see. I'm gonna stay a little bit conservative here with enough moves and playing the market, building up small value wins. You could be in solid shape in 26. But let's start at QB. I think I definitely want to down tier from Kyler. We're gonna go all the way down to Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
The reason we're doing that is we just are confident that Dak Prescott has more room to gain value and move up boards than Kyler does at the moment.
Yeah.
And then looking at your wide receivers, Jaden Reed and Xavier Legette, going to move both of those guys. Pivot, go higher upside. And then Mason Taylor, not a super huge fan of him from a prospect perspective. I think he would have to kind of defy all odds to really end up being a major fantasy impact. We'll see what he does as an NFL tight end, true NFL tight end. He could totally make an impact for the Jets. But from a fantasy perspective, Baker's been pretty accurate historically. Only one outlier of 90 players that are in the range of Mason Taylor over the last 7 years. So we are going to have you move Mason Taylor and Ramondre Stevenson as well. And we will pivot there. So any additional 26 rookie picks, you can continue to try to get those when you're making deals here. But I'll give you a couple. I might give you a rookie target here. I'm definitely going to give you some wide receiver targets. I think Worthy's probably a good high-end target since we're down tiering from Kyler to Dak.
Yeah.
If you want to go further down the board here, Jackson Dart is also a good target if you want to play the market there. And then let's get a Bajul Tootin on this team. See if you can get him at a fair price. In a lot of drafts, he's been falling to the mid or early third, late second, early third.
Yeah.
So moving Kyler Murray down to your Jaden Reed, Xavier Legette higher upside, Mason Taylor, Ramondre Stevenson pivot, Dak, Jackson Dart, Bajul Tootin, and Xavier Worthy. And yeah, looking again at this team and a 10 team, it's going to take a little bit of time here. So I will add in the comments, be patient with this team.
Yeah, I mean, again, the picks put you in a really good position. I don't think with 3 and 4 firsts in the next couple of years, this team's not dead. You just have to hope that the league makes it long enough for you to actually emerge from this victorious. So,
yep. Yeah, let your picks gain value.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely don't trade them. I mean, it's a very safe version of a rebuild.
Basically, any depth piece on your roster with any relevant value should be shopped.
So pretty much all of these guys. I mean, I would try to pull the Office thing, since you guys are all Office fans, and turn the pen into the telescope and then into the magic beans. But don't trade for the magic beans.
If you can keep getting the magic beans are Jalen Milroe.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
If you can keep getting 26 picks at a discount when down tiering, capitalize. I would not be overpaying right now for 27 first like a lot of people are. I don't think I'd go as far as saying that the 27 class is the Magic Beans, but people are paying
no.
king's ransoms for those picks right
No,
now.
it's
so
definitely
don't
the
overpay
Magic
for those.
Beans. It's definitely the Magic Beans, Nathan. I'll tell you that right now.
It is right now because it's not contributing to anyone's success for the next 24 months. Next 2 seasons worth of Dynasty.
Which on a hard rebuild, it's actually okay because you're 2 years out from contending.
As a hard rebuild, he has 427 first.
That's like the only.
You're good there.
Yeah.
I honestly, I would not pay a premium to get 27 picks when you can literally pay less to get 26 picks. First time probably ever in Dynasty that I think that's happened and been possible. So
it's ridiculous.
People prefer 27 picks and will overpay for them.
Well, I don't see Hunter in here, but Hunter, if you are watching later and if you have any questions, you can obviously let us know. But we appreciate you, man. I'm really glad you joined. And yeah, you can send us friend requests on Discord. And again, we're gonna send this to you within the next 24 hours ish. So. We appreciate you. Adam, you're going to be up next. Let us know that you're here in the comments. I did want to show you guys real quick. As you can see right here, version 5, the final version of our rookie draft guide is available. Yeah, this is a pretty good rookie draft guide, to be honest with you. I mean, Becca killed. Shout out Becca. But yeah, this is I'm trying to scroll through it, but it's a rendering. We've got all of our rankings in here. We've got the bakery stuff. We got the more bakery stuff. We've got each of the player profiles. And so check that out over on the site. Again, that should help you with everything rookie draft related as we kind of reach the home stretch here of this rookie draft season. So, but HV, we appreciate you, man. Question from Chris. Hey there, fun time of year. It is a fun time of year, Chris. You are right. We just completed 5 drafts Sunday. I was wondering how long it takes to get a blueprint reviewed at the moment. I submitted a request 6 days ago, so hope to see it soon. Yeah, it should be this week for you. Yeah, we are 7 to 10 days right now. We have our biggest queue of all time, so we're doing as many as we can each day. But Nathan and I do every single one of these, and so there's only so many we can do, and we don't want to rush them either. You guys are paying decent money to get your team reviewed, and you want the quality product, and so definitely not going to sacrifice the quality for the turnaround time. So 7 to 10 days right now, and yeah, you should fall within that time period and get yours soon. So Adam says he's here, very excited, been a fan for a while. One of the first of these he's gotten. Let's go. Let me know if you have any questions for me. Also, check out the top team. They're so stacked. Yeah, let's check it out. He says, yeah, first time doing Dynasty. I was a bit too trade happy, hence the lack of picks, but I think my team's super fun. Happy to wheel and deal a contend if you recommend, especially for my running backs. I have a good future first, including a swap best with JD Vance's couch in 2026. Oh my God. Which I think will be early. So you're 2026 swap best here, and you're in 3rd place. I mean, when you're looking at the value rankings here, Adam, like it's not looking that bad. But go ahead, Nate.
He says, I really undervalued mid-round rookie picks and traded them off very liberally. I had a very hot start, but injuries and QB troubles gave me problems. Traded for CMC before the deadline, lost that week, realized I likely couldn't make playoffs. Sold him off last second, which ended up being amazing for me to get some future picks and Bucky plus. Nice. Not particularly attached to any of my running backs, so happy to move off if any you recommend. It's super flex. I'd love to fix my QB situation, not living QB2. Love the rookies this year at running back and tight end. Think it could be cool to have McBride and Warren in tight end premium. I'll just tell you right now, you don't need 2 high productive tight ends, even in tight end premium. You can just stick with 1. I have the 103 and 102, maybe dumb, and taking Tet, leaving me Hampton, but only time will tell. Okay.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, let's do the team and let's start grading it out. I'm ready when you are.
So Joe Burrow and Dak Prescott, Anthony Richardson. Not hype about your QB2 spot. That's not bad, man. That's not bad at all. That's good for like a 7.
Yep.
Running back is Kyron, Bucky Irving, Benson Tracy. Kyron and Bucky's like a 6 alone. And then you have Neighbors, Nico, and nothing else at wide receiver. That's probably a 4 or 5. And then McBride is a 9 by himself. Then you have the 103. What?
226 first. I mean, I feel like he's contending for sure. So
103, 406, and extra 26 first. No second or third. Nice. Yeah, basically you just gotta boost your flex spot, get a little bit of depth here, but don't need too much of it because you're in a 10 team anyways, so I don't super care that much. And then you should be set. So we will go well-rounded CCO, consent reload.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're fine here. Let's definitely make some moves. It is only a start 9 league, and so my comment to you, obviously, like I mentioned in these, would be that, you know, upside's everything in this format. And he did say, not sure why 27 firsts are in there, but I have 2 or 3. Okay, that's actually good to know. But yeah, it's upside. You know, you've got some high upside guys. I really like that. I'm tempted to down tier from Joseph.
Yep, no, you got 2.
I'm tempted to down tier from Bucky as well, to be honest with you.
Yep.
I honestly, has the draft already happened?
No, it has not.
No, it hasn't. Okay. If you can get somehow from Bucky to like RJ Harvey, I'd be thrilled.
Yeah, comment number 1 for this team, just based on the notes. Your QB value is fine.
Yeah.
And enough to down tier from Burrow. Like your QB2 spot with Dak, totally cool with that. Like I'd be thrilled with that. And then last bit of advice here, I think, like you mentioned earlier, wanting to get Warren. You got the 103. I'm not taking Warren at the 103. Even in a tight end premium, you definitely want to go running back or wide receiver there. I don't think I would even like trade into the mid to late first to go get Warren because you have McBride. So just keep that in mind. Even in a tight end premium format, 1 elite tight end is sufficient. Focus on running back and wide receiver because those are the positions where you have to start. I mean, at minimum 2 running backs, at minimum 2 wide receivers, and then you got to figure out where these flex guys are going to go. Like, those are the only positions where you have to start multiple every single week outside of, you know, quarterback, which you have looking pretty okay right now. So yeah, we're going to go Joe Burrow down tier. And again, the guys, we talked about upside being everything. The reason we're saying that and then saying, oh, you got a down tier from Burrow is because you can get 95% of the production that Joe Burrow's offering at 75% of the price. So we're only offering these down tiers not to sacrifice production upside, but to get additional value to help you improve the upside of your other positions like running back and wide receiver, specifically to fill out your flex spots.
He said, can I sell guys like Tracy or Garindo for anything before my league mates realize they might be useless? That's really honestly a question best answered by you. If you think you can still sell those guys, absolutely do it. I mean, we're not going to give that as general advice because most of the time you can't get anything done like that. But know your league, Adam. If you can, like, go do it now.
Yep.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, if you think you can pull that off, then that's 100%. Because at this point, we're not telling people to sell Tracy because it's like too late.
Yep.
If I buy a blueprint, will you pick Henry Ruggs with your pick here in the 250 league? Team Avery on the clock. If you buy an infinite blueprint, we would do that.
So, next bit of advice here, I think Anthony Richardson, I'm pivoting off of him. You can go get like a Geno or Stafford plus, get a little extra value there as your QB3 option. AR just isn't safe as a QB3 guy that you want to rely on. He might not even be starting. So once you get to your bye weeks and Joe Burrow and Dak, one of them or both of them have to be on your bench, you don't even know if AR is going to be starting at that point. Nico, I'd look to at least pivot off of him, if not down tier a little bit, because you're going to get guys that get more target volume and are going to have the same production upside capabilities like Drake London or JSN.
Yeah.
For down tier from Burrow, again, don't want to down tier too far. We can go to Mahomes. Totally cool with that. Bucky Irving. This guy with Achane, JT, and CMC is probably a guy that I'd like you to negotiate with. Because you can go for JT there.
Yep.
I'm going to give you McCaffrey as a target as well. And then your wide receiver target again, I'll give you JSN. So make sure we're not underselling those guys that we're having you down tier from, but let's ensure that the premiums you're getting on top are like impact players that you can plug into your starting lineup and feel very comfortable in a 10-team start 9. High upside, reliable, extra depth at the running back and wide receiver position specifically, and really raising the production upside of your flex spots overall, which I think will be very beneficial for this team. All right, man. Let us know if you have any questions there. And I'm definitely excited to see who you end up getting at the 103. But again, that's kind of going to be up to you. And you're in a big tier of Henderson, Hunter, McMillan, and Quinshawn.
Yeah.
And I think that if I were you, I'd probably, like as a contender this year, I would probably go with one of the running backs. But I mean, if you want to go with Hunter or Tet, I'm happy. I'm literally happy with whoever you get. That's not a bad option at all. So you literally can't go wrong in that range.
All right, Adam. Thank you, man. We appreciate that. Yeah, if you need anything, you can let us know. Obviously, come jump over on the Discord as well. But we'll send this over to you in the next 24 hours. And hopefully after that, you've got everything that we talked about today, and you should be able to move forward with a plan. Yeah, keep trading, my man. But I think you're in a fine spot. So, all right, you guys can submit if you want to get your team done tonight. There's essentially no wait right now, meaning you can get your team review right away. The offline versions are about 7 days right now for a wait. The live version which is about $7 more, is a 25-minute wait. So take advantage, get a blueprint. You can get it on the site. Again, there are multiple ways to get it. But again, annual Motherflocker ends up being about $8 a month, and it comes with a free team blueprint, infinite blueprint. It comes with our trade calculator, our rankings, everything. Or again, top right corner of the site, team review. You can link your team here with your sleeper league ID. You can select your league, select your team on the next page, and then it's going to let you select domain as well. And then you can tell us everything we need to know about your league, about your team. The more context we have, the better we can review your team. You can slide up, make sure it says live team blueprint after you slide up, and we can get you a team review here in the next 30 minutes. So take advantage of the no line. Adam, we appreciate you. Jeb217.
I swear, all the 10 teams always come in at once. This is our third straight 10 team.
We got a 12 team after this, so thank goodness.
I did so many blueprints today, and so all of them were like 12 teams. But
Austin says every time I try to link this certain team I want the blueprint for, it links the wrong league. I'm not sure why. That's weird, but if you want to do a non-linked and upload a screenshot, you can. Is it a sleeper league, Austin? Let us know. Can you guys explain the mindset you have with downstream from players? You're just looking for additional assets that will increase in value players' picks. Bingo. When you're devoid of value, you have to have assets that could go up in value. And so when you have top-end guys that can't go up in value anymore, you're capping your value ceiling on a team where you quite literally cannot contend if you don't go get value. So yes, that's exactly right. Hashtag justice for Jacoby. Guys, I don't know if you guys know this, but Nathan and I like Jacoby Myers way before you guys. Okay? So cut the crap. We were in on Jacoby long before any of y'all. I've got the receipts too. I'll show you. Jacoby Myers won me. Cool. Jacoby, yeah, it was. Cool. No, we're still not cool. Jacoby Myers won me the Flock League. You think I just drafted him out of nowhere? I knew what I was doing. It is Sleeper League, gonna keep trying. Yeah, if it keeps doing that, you can jump inside issues, but we'd love to do it for you, Austin. Again, we got no line right now, so come jump in. Jeb, what's up, man? We're excited to do this for you. Hashtag justice. Again, like, guys, I invented the Jacoby Myers hype. What are we talking about? Yeah. Okay. All right, fine. I mean, fine. You can keep putting it, but I'm just saying. I was high on Jacoby since the Pats. So was I. And you weren't around that early, Chris. So, all right, maybe next year. Start up last year. I finished 5th. I won the consolation bracket and got the first pick. I'm taking Genty 101. I think I need to load up on running backs. League mates are stubborn in trades. They overvalue their guys, so trades are hard. I feel like I'm set up to contend for several seasons if I can figure out the running backs. I mean, it looks like you got a lot of... Holy smokes. Okay. Well, you got some wide receivers on your team. This is a 1 QB, 10 team start, 9. Frick. Okay, 1 QB. Nix, Murray, Penix, McCarthy. I mean, what does that get up to? Depth alone.
And a 1 QB. That's good. Gets you like a 7.
Yeah. Cook, Benson, Najee.
2.
I mean,
Puka Amon-Ra and Lad Flowers that's a 10. That's great.
Let's give it a 10. And then Laporta.
Sam Laporte is an 8. All right, wide receiver factory.
Yes, it is.
Does not take much time to figure that out.
No, this is a pretty straightforward one. You're definitely contending with all this value. Again, we love the wide receiver factory builds because they give us so much flexibility. Plus, you got Genty. I mean, so at that point, you're going to be starting
coming in.
Knicks, James Cook, Genty, Puka, Amon-Ra, JSN, Lad, Zay, and Laporta, I think is correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, hey, basically every single one of your most valuable quarterbacks, not even most valuable, any combination of your QBs right now, package them and try to get to Hurts in a 1 QB. And if you can't do that, then you can move at least 2 of those quarterbacks for another position and go get running backs.
Yeah.
It's actually going to be most of our recommendations is just doing that.
And he did say
James
we keep
Cook,
18
we're gonna
players.
pivot off of James Cook.
So he said we keep 18 players with the 7-round rookie and free agent draft. Okay, that's kind of fun.
Okay.
Joshua says, how do I get on the Infinite Blueprint? It comes free with the annual Motherflocker tier. So you can buy it a la carte, but if you're not a Motherflocker, then if you are a Motherflocker, then you just need to sign up, which we send it to you when we do your review. So, but annual Motherflocker tier code domain, you can get Infinite Blueprint. So I'll drop 7 from this list before the draft. Okay, I'll give you your 7 right now. Will Dissly, Devon Vele, Luke McCaffrey, Rondale Moore, Jeremy McNichols, and then let's go.
How many cuts? You said 7?
7. And
okay,
then,
I'm going to write these down.
Yeah. So you got that Dissly, Vele, McCaffrey, Rondale Moore, McNichols. That's 5. We need 2 more. In a 1 QB, probably McCarthy and Lloyd. You could go with Zach Moss and Lloyd if you wanted to. If you think Zach Moss is worthless at this point, then you could go that way. My last cut candidate comes down. My last 2 cut candidates comes down to McCarthy, Lloyd, Zach Moss, and Romeo Doubs. Honestly, Romeo Doubs could be cut at this point because they brought in Golden. So he said, guys don't want to trade top quarterbacks in my league. Well, honestly, I mean, you're not in bad shape here. I don't think you need one.
Well, yeah, we'll cut Lloyd and Moss.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Yep. Okay. So again, up tier into that tight end, or up tier into that Russian QB, pivoting off of James Cook. And then, I mean, look at your wide receivers are insane. Just move Zay Flowers for running back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Dalton Kincaid.
And also pivot from James Cook to RJ Harvey.
I already have that
Josh
move.
Jacobs. Okay.
I already have that move. So yeah, Jacobs is a good target. I'm gonna look at the bottom teams in this league. Look at this bottom team. This dude not competing. He has Saquon. I don't know if you can get him though. JT right above. JT and Derrick Henry. Boom boom. Bada bing. Bada boom. JT, Jacobs, Derrick Henry, any veteran proven running backs that you're going to be able to pair with Ashton Genty coming in here, and then you're going to be gold. Comment number 1 for this team. Don't make any moves that don't improve the production upside of your starting lineup. And then it's time to invest in running back. I mean, you were just asking what's the next thing to sort of get over the hump on this team? It's running back. Don't be afraid to get some of those productive vets. And again, for any competitive team, hey, are we telling you to target productive vets because we think they're going to maintain their value long-term in Dynasty? Nope. They will help you win your league, though. And when you've got a team that is wide receiver heavy, when you're a wide receiver factory, you have the insulation of Puka, Amon-Ra, Laporta, JSN, Lab McConkey. That's your core. You've got the value. You're very, very comfortable to just go ahead and go get some of those productive running backs and just take the points and win.
Yeah. Check. I don't know.
All right, man. You good there?
But yeah, I tried to mute my mic, but it's not. Evidently, it's not muting, so that's fine.
Oh, it's all right. Augie's coming through barely. He's fine.
Yeah, he's pissed. So
everyone
bedtime.
Understands.
All right, we appreciate it. Nighttime. Go to bed. All right. Yeah, Jeb, you any questions? Said the 10th ranked team won the league last year. Oh my gosh. That's Saquon for you, though. That's Saquon Barkley for you. I mean, seriously, he was a league winner. This is a more shallow league, so again, you're gonna have teams that occasionally, yeah, they're going to. They're gonna, with good players, have some boom weeks and win the league out of nowhere. So, all right, we appreciate you, but, yeah, let's refresh. All right,
We got a few trade questions.
Okay, cool. Let's do this. I'll let you knock those out.
All right, so Derp Anthony. This is a 12-team start 9. Sam Darnold, Jamison Williams for Sutton, Kamara, and Stafford. I don't mind that. You're essentially down-tiering from Jamo to Sutton and Kamara. You're going to lose a lot of value there long-term, but as a contending team, I don't hate it. Looking at your team, you have BTJ, Jamo, Burden, Downs. Yeah, I see why you're doing it. You're definitely a contending team. You got some solid running backs. Don't really want to move those guys. I'm okay with that. Any chance you could do like Godwin and Mixon instead? Try to get like a better wide receiver there. I'll label it as fair. But I would try to get a little more maybe. And again, Stafford, I don't mind there. Costness. Zay Flowers straight up for James Cook. I will take the Zay. If I were to move Zay Flowers for James Cook, which I honestly am not even doing, I have no interest in James Cook right now. I mean, I'd rather down tier from Zay and get like DK and Monty.
Yeah, I'm not doing this. I don't want to trade for James Cook right now. I mean, yeah. Costas, looking at your team, like
that's more of a fair deal if you were to do that. I would rather down tier from Zay.
You have Henderson and Achane here? I mean, I don't think you need to.
You don't need to do that.
So you said Zay for DK plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
JCar5. He said Hampton is the 102. Yep. 10-team start 9. He'd be giving up Joe Mixon and a super flex Joe Mixon and Josh Allen for May and Hampton and Chuba. Close. Really not bad. Take Mixon out of the deal, and it's a deal. You got to make that guy pay up for Josh Allen. I don't want to give up Mixon when you're already giving up Josh Allen. Like, take him out of there, and then I'm fine doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with that, Jay. So
you have all the leverage when you're moving a top end asset like that because you're the one that holds all that insulated value. So like, got to make sure that he's paying up. All right, Mammoth and Austin, we got yours in too, man.
Yep,
it should be linked correctly. Yeah, it looks like your league ID's in, and I'm seeing your team, so you're good. All right, Mammoth, let's check yours out. He does say, did you already read his comments?
Nope. I finished 12th of 12 last year. Startup season, I think I've got a shot at competing with all my draft capital. Is that unrealistic, or do I have a shot to make the right moves? Definitely going Genty 101. Thinking about moving the 106 for running back like JT, or you could draft a running back. Death by Denny's here. Yeah, sorry. If you guys audio is weird, just reopen it's YouTube, so just reopen the stream. But the connection here went haywire for a second. I think I fixed it, so I don't know. Just refresh. It's not. It's YouTube. YouTube is kind of finicky about that, but the connection is good now, so it shouldn't happen again. All right. Yeah, Mammoth, let us know that you're here, but we appreciate you. And we're going to get this done for you. Awesome. We got you up next, but Death by Denny's. This is a 12-team Superflex Start 8 PPR league. Here we go.
Okay. He also said I moved King Henry at the end of the season for Dobbins 106, 206, 306. Good deal, which is one of the reasons why I feel like I can skip a complete rebuild. Also moved the 201 for Fields. I think that was based on your guys' call to go after him. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have paid the 201 for Justin Fields. That was a bit of an overpay, I think, in terms of market value and what he's worth now. So we'll probably have you shop Fields. If it were my guess, but again, we'll break this down. So second in the power rankings, probably due to your picks, and you got a couple top guys like Daniels and BCJ are going to inflate your value a little bit. But you have Daniels, Anthony Richardson, Justin Fields at QBs a 5. You have Najee, Ray David, nothing at running backs a 1. You have BTJ, London, Olave, Evans at wide receiver, pretty solid. That's like a 7. And then at tight end, you've got Mark Andrews and Kraft, which is a 5. So 5-1-7-5, and then you do have the 101, which was your pick last year. So you were the last team in the league. The 106, the 206, the 301, and the 303.
I mean, it's a start 8. Like, he could do it.
Yeah, not comfortable with the QBs because even though you've got the 101 and the 106 coming in, best case that's gonna fill out running back, but then you still have to worry about filling out quarterback. Really trying to get flex a little bit better in a start 8 since it is high upside and tight
I
ends.
thought, yeah, it is a super flex. I thought it was 1 QB.
Yeah, no, we're gonna go 1 year reload here, but not bad at all. I definitely think you got out of that, like you were saying. You definitely got out of any sort of discussion of a potential multi-year rebuild by the trades that you've been making this offseason. So we'll start by down-tiering from Jaden Daniels to like a second-round Dynasty startup quarterback there, and then we'll probably give you multiple quarterback targets because that's really going to be your top priority this offseason. Wide receiver really is fine. We can continue to build that up, but not bad at all. Mark Andrews and Kraft, I'm pivoting. Probably go wide receiver or other position. And then we'll down tier from the 101. Comment number 1 for this team. See if you can. Okay, so you basically either down tier from the 101 to 103, 107 range, or get a cornerstone wide receiver plus. Cornerstone QB or wide receiver plus.
Yeah.
I mean, you can move the 101 for Mahomes straight up. That's a possibility. So I will give you Mahomes as a target, and you are down tiering from Jaden Daniels, so that's going to be a good range to go hit up. You can also try for Caleb Williams. I'll give you a cheaper option as well. Dak is not a bad target at all. Like this guy, the number 1 team in the league has Jalen Hurts and Sam Darnold.
It's pretty much in the same boat.
He is in the same boat.
He has slightly better
running backs. He has better running backs.
Yeah.
He has Bucky, Brees, Chuba, and Connor, so he's a little more contending ready, and he has a 104 and 105. So he could use some help there. I might even try to sell him AR and Fields if I were you, for anything.
Yeah, I would too.
Shop AR Fields. Shop AR and Fields now. To a QB needy team. Move Evans during the season. All right. Then the rest of the way here, I think, is going to be wide receiver targets. I think right now, we definitely definitely like JSN. Definitely like Garrett Wilson as a reload. He has his 26 picks as well. Good. Good.
Yep.
You're going to be solid shape next year. Okay, so basically just focus on insulating QB value and building a dominant wide receiver room.
You don't really need that many value wins. I mean, if you
This
really get
offseason,
3 to 4
and-
value wins this offseason, like, you're going to contend. So
yeah, with enough value wins, you could compete as early as this year.
yeah.
All right, man. Let us know if you have any questions on that team. I know that's one it's a little tricky to navigate because you have the value of your picks, which is great, but I think we definitely want to before just going for it, we want to make sure that we've covered our bases in terms of like our foundational assets. And right now, QB is wide open after your top guy. So the value is pretty close. The insulation, not so much. So let's focus on that this offseason. Might take a little bit of time. So be patient there. Don't force anything that isn't there. But again, if you can pull off some moves like you were doing with the Henry deal during the season last year, then you're going to be in good shape.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Mammoth. If you have any questions, let us know. But we'll send this over to you here in the next 24 hours. So you should be receiving it in pretty short order. But we appreciate you a lot. And if you need anything at all, do let us know. All right, we do have a trade question here from Mostly before we get to Austin's blueprint. Mahomes, okay. So Mahomes for Baker, Kamara, and Kittle. I mean, no.
Nope.
I don't need those assets in the deal. Here's what I need. I need another solid asset. Like Baker Mayfield and AJ Brown. Ding, that's what I want. I mean, we can check the trade. We can see what the trade calculator says.
Very fair.
Yeah, but I think that's fair. Again, Mahomes for AJ Brown and Baker. And looking at our settings, what is this? It's a Superflex 12 team. Cool. Yeah, it's literally, yeah, that's pretty fair. You're looking at some of the deals that have gotten done recently. Mahomes for Bucky and Mayfield. Or Mahomes for Mayfield in the first. I mean, yeah. If you're not getting this type of deal, though, I don't think I want to do it. So that's the type of deal I would want there mostly. Don't you dare sleep on Whittington. Whittington is valueless. Who are we talking about, Kyle? Could Ibuka be a top 15 wide receiver in 1.5 seasons? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is Mahomes really going to score that many more points than Baker? No, he's not. Which is why it's a great move to down tier. You just need to make sure you're getting the correct value for Mahomes. Is the thing.
Yeah, down tiering doesn't mean you just undersell for a guy that's going to get the same amount of production. You got to make sure value wise that it makes sense in terms of where they're going in startups, where they're being priced across the league. Like, it's not about us saying, oh, he's not going to produce the same amount. It's you got to make sure you're maximizing the value return that you're capable of getting when you're making that move.
Yeah. All right, Austin, we appreciate you. London Lamb Chops. Things should be linked correctly. I'm watching. I'll let you know. Make sure it's the right team. Austin, let us know. It's London Lamb Chops here, and your team looks like this. It's a Superflex 12-team start, 10 PPR, half point tight end premium. This is hashtag domain rules. Let's grade this thing out. Mayfield, Dart, not bad at all. Not bad at all. It's an 8. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And then, okay, fine, whatever.
Hampton, Tootin, Swift, Ramondre, Pollard, James Darkwas, Hunter. So Hampton, Tootin, and Swift are basically your guys that you're like pretty confident in. Give it a 5. What do you think? 5?
Sure. Yeah, 5 or 4.
Yeah. CD, London, Tet, Flowers, Downs. 7. Good. Laporta's an 8. This is a well-rounded team. He has an extra 26 first as well. Yeah, I think this team definitely deserves to be up there, for sure in the power rankings. So I think you're a league leader here. So well-rounded, contend, reload. You got all your future picks. No concern there. Looking at some of your areas of maybe not need, but concern. Need a little bit. Running back, we gotta address running back a little bit. Wide receiver, I'm pretty comfortable. QB value-wise, I'm pretty comfortable. We can still down tier though from a guy like May, and we can help build up running back a little bit. So we're gonna start there. Down tier from May. Let me look at some of the bottom teams. Like this bottom guy has Mahomes and Dak. He has Milroe and Fields. I'm sure he's just so hyped about that. Legit, I'm sure he's beside himself. Man, he doesn't have any good running backs. He has a couple wide receivers, though, I'd be interested in. He has Higgins and Ayuk and Evans and Adams. Those are pretty solid. Hello, running backs. Here we go. Here's this team. Allen M. Pock is second to last in the power rankings down here. Has Kyron and RJ Harvey on this team. I'm targeting both of those guys. Here's another option as well. I would down tier from Laporta on this team, and I would go get Kittle plus. Basically anything that we can do to ensure that we are going to build up running back a little bit more. Garbear has Purdy, and he has Caleb Johnson, Connor, Bucky. You can go for Caleb Johnson or Connor. He also has George Kittle, so keep him in mind. Yeah, those are probably your best bets. So we'll go Kyron, and we'll go Harvey. And then down tiering from Drake May. I honestly don't mind how far down you down tier from Drake May, as long as it's like not past Dak. You can go to Dak, you can go to Purdy. This guy that owns JT has Jared Goff. If you want it, you could down tier from Drake May to Jared Goff. You can absolutely do that and try to get a nice premium on top. I mean, this guy has Chase AJ Brown, Tyler Warren, JT James Cook, Mixon, Bo Nix, Kyler Goff. He's probably right on the fringe of contending there, but he might want to get an upgrade at QB. Again, just trying to give you some ideas here. So I'll go Dak and give you that value idea. That's kind of like our floor of where we want you to down tier from May. And again, Baker Mayfield and Dart, good with that. So Dak, Kyron, RJ Harvey, and George Kittle are your targets. For Drake May down tier, Laporta down tier. And honestly, like, I'm shopping Swift and Pollard and Downs.
Yeah. This is a good team, though.
Pivot off of all those guys and get some like higher upside assets.
He said, I somehow missed the playoffs last year, just messing with my head a bit. Nah, you're good, man. You're good. You got a lot of guys. You didn't have CD. Nah. Last year, you didn't have Ted McMillan. You didn't have Amarian Hampton. I mean, you've got a much better prognosis going into this year. Also, I'm rebuilding. Oh, wait, sorry. That was the wrong one. I own his first as well. So I'm assuming he's talking about
Allen Pock.
Yeah, Allen and Pock.
That's definitely a leverage play that you could take advantage of there.
Yeah,
for
it is.
Sure.
You definitely could try that.
For sure. I'm looking at his team and I'm definitely eyeing those running backs. So yeah, see if you can take advantage there. All right, so comments for this team. Basically, your last roster hole to fill is safe productive RB depth. Don't be afraid to get some productive vets. And again, just reinforcing this like you had already mentioned, see if you can leverage Allen Mpox. First in a deal.
Yeah, for sure. What questions do you have,
I would
Austin?
take advantage of that. And again, don't move that first. It should be an earlier first. So I would make him overpay for that. Like, when I mean leverage, I mean leverage. Like, he's going to be desperate to get that back. Make him pay like he's desperate.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I would hardly trade it for anything. I mean, rarely do people give up deals where I actually would be comfortable with that. So, but Austin, any questions from you?
Just focus on raising the production upside of your flex spots.
That's the biggest thing a lot of times. Those flex spots, I mean, that's a big strategy point in Dynasty right now. So, all right. But we appreciate you, man. If you need anything from us, you let us know. But again, I think Nathan and I both agree you're in a solid position here from, a team building standpoint. This is a really good Dynasty team. Really good. So, but we appreciate it. How much do you think I can get out of trading May if I tear down to Goff? I mean, a lot.
Let me look at the team.
Yeah, let's just look.
So he's got
Which team is it?
Knicks, Murray, and Goff. He has JT and AJ Brown. I want Goff and AJ Brown.
Goff, yeah. Goff and AJ Brown.
Goff and AJ Brown.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I would do. Goff, JT,
Goff,
plus a
JT,
lot.
Warren.
Goff, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Goff, Warren plus, those type of assets. So
He would probably be more inclined. I bet you he'd be more excited about offloading AJ Brown before he offloaded a younger asset. But yeah, Goff and
I
AJ
hope
Brown.
so, because that would be great for us. All right. We appreciate you, Austin. What are the questions? Anything else? Drop it in the chat. We can answer anything you got. But yeah, definitely try to get a lot. I mean, there's a big value difference there between those guys. So, all right, David, we got your team review. You're going to be up next. Expo Jesse has a question for us in a super message. She said, I just took RJ Harvey and Caleb Johnson in my new league startup draft. I have JJ, Puka, Garrett Wilson, Dak. Now, Kittle, thoughts? Do I go older next? I mean, it sounds like you've got some really good running backs here, but without looking at your entire team, Jesse, I mean, it doesn't seem like you need to go older. No, I think those were the right picks. You took RJ Harvey, Caleb Johnson, but you're going to be able to start both of the guys this year. You already got 3 cornerstone wide receivers. 4 cornerstone wide receivers. No, 3. And then Dak and Kittle. I mean, no, I think you're in good shape. And again, I can't see your whole team here, but definitely RJ Harvey and Caleb Johnson have been 2 of our favorite rookie picks so far this year. So I think you're in good shape, man. But if you got any other details, let us know. Here's a trade question for you. Appreciate you. And we got a trade question here from PR Fit as well. PR Fit says Tootin and Shuck are available here, so he's trading up for a pick, I'm assuming. He is a late second, and he's sending all of his thirds, basically. This is the 212 for his 309, 310. Sure.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Tootin. Get Tootin, I think.
Yeah, go Tootin.
All right, David, let us know that you're here in the chat. I'm assuming you are, but if you guys want to get a live blueprint, there's one in the queue right now, meaning there's no wait. You can skip the line completely. There's the link. It will take you to our Bitly page, and it will take you to a couple different options. Obviously, you get one with the annual Motherflocker tier for free with all the site stuff that I've been showcasing over here. You can use all those tools anytime you want. Plus, you can get it with this all cart link as well, so take advantage of that. But David, we're going to get your team here. Stable of Stars. This is also, it's a points per carry league. This was my first ever blueprints a couple months ago. It's come a long way. That's actually really good to know because I'm going to pull up your blueprint. Okay, I'm assuming your Flock username is the same. Let's say it was a 1.0. It was finished, and let's just go David Wilbur.
Yeah, and looking at your team right now, oh, this is a 2 tight end league. You have to start 2 tight ends every single week, and a 0.25 points per carry. You got Drake May and Herbert at quarterback right now, which is solid.
Bingo.
And
Got
Shuck.
it.
That's like a
All right,
7 or an 8.
We've got your I'm gonna download this real quick and just throw it in here so you can see this, but I'm gonna put his I'll put his other blueprint up on the screen real quick. Why is that not working? There we go. All right, stable of stars. I've got the team if you want to grid.
Sweet. Yeah. So May, Herbert, Shuck, 7 or 8, 7.5. It's solid. You got Caleb Johnson, and then Ray Davis, Trevor Etienne, Jordan James, Taj Brooks, a couple rookie day 3 guys. Really, Caleb Johnson, plus some interesting depth. Probably a 2 or a 3. We'll go 2. You have CeeDee Lamb, JSN, Rashee Rice, Olave, Bateman. Solid. That's like a 7. And then Pat Frymus a 1. And look at all your picks. I have a sneaking suspicion that his original blueprint was a future value team, given all of his future picks.
It was actually a hard rebuild. So I've got the blueprint on the screen. Let me
You made a lot of moves, man. This is a future value team. You've got 4 firsts in 2026, and with your existing guys at wide receiver and some of the young guys that you got in the draft, and you have May and Herbert, I'll give you a future value on this team. I think you've shortened this quite a bit.
So we'll give you the future value archetype, and again, looking at I put it full screen for you guys so you can kind of see. Yeah, he was a hard rebuild on his last blueprint. When you're looking at some of the details of the blueprint here, I know it's a little small, but team grades 4, 1, 2, 2, and what did you have his as now?
7, 2, 7, 1.
Yep, that's what I have too. So this is
looking at your team then versus now, it looks.
So you have effectively taken a hard rebuild and shaved a year off your rebuild because you got so much value here.
Yep.
That is the name of the absolute freaking game.
I mean, looks like he shopped every single asset that we had to move, and it looks like he got some amazing value return for it.
David, congratulations, man. You've killed this. Here's a couple trade questions for you. I mean, you just nailed this, man.
You've done a great job. So he did mention down here from CeeDee Lamb and can't do it. I'm totally okay with you sticking with CeeDee Lamb at this point, dude. Like,
I mean, yeah,
that's totally fine.
You're gonna use him next year.
Stick with all your wide receivers: JSM, Rashee, Olave. I'm holding all of those wide receivers right now. I think our moves are gonna lie mainly in just continuing to play the market here, probably at quarterback, honestly. You started with Jalen Hurts and nothing else at quarterback, and AJ Brown and essentially nothing else at wide receiver, and you turned it into this wide receiver room, that running back, and those quarterbacks. You can keep playing the market here. This isn't a personal thing this isn't a personal vendetta against some of these guys. It's just like, hey, let's keep messing around with this league. So Drake May, we're going to down tier, and Herbert, we're going to down tier. And then again, like I already mentioned with your current wide receivers, your top 4 guys, I think you've gotten yourself to a point where you're pretty comfortable just sticking with those guys for the foreseeable future and not moving them unless you get an overpay. Rashee and Olave, JSN have a lot of value upside. CeeDee Lamb, top cornerstone guy that you can build around.
So just a little insight in the future here, looking at your 26 first that you have. You have your own, which is great. Bishop Sycamore is the second team, which you've got his first as well. I mean, you're the top ranked team in this league from a value standpoint, man. Just so you know. But you've got Bishop Sycamore, you got the top 2, but then you've got Slot Merchants in the middle, and TDMK is the second to last team here by a pretty large margin. That's going to be a top 2 pick. So you should feel pretty darn good about where you're at there, David.
Future value is very good. It's literally just letting your value reach peak value to a point where you can turn it into a dominant productive team. So this is a good situation to be in.
It's really good. You've killed it.
Okay. When we're down tiering from May and Herbert's.
From honestly, you could go Purdy for 1, and then you could go Baker, Dak, Goff. The other one I don't really care.
You can go Baker, Dak, Goff, Lawrence if you want to. We'll do Baker.
Dak's on this last team here. This guy's probably in last because he's not any good at trading, so I'd go trade with him.
Sweet. We'll do that. Okay, and then some wide receiver targets with those down tiers. Let's look at some of these teams. I mean, you were talking about the guy down here. If you're down tiering, you can totally try and get Addison.
Yeah, you could.
You can... Let's look at some other guys that have a little more value upside. Man, you have so many receivers already that we really like. Oh, hey, let's see if you can buy low on Odunze. I hope this guy isn't a Bears fan because he has Odunze and DJ Moore. Try to get Odunze.
Yeah. Man, I feel like I don't know. I'm very tempted to buy Odunze everywhere.
Then we'll go Ayuk.
Yeah, another good one.
Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, Rome Odunze, Brandon Ayuk, those types of guys. Comment number one for this team: don't undersell your QBs when down tiering.
I have a comment here. Don't sell any of your picks, any of them at all, including your own. But I mean, you would need overpays. This is you've got a lot of good players now, and then those picks are going to go up in value automatically. So it's a big one. Makes your rebuild a little safer.
I let them all reach peak value.
Yeah. Said he's not a Bears fan. Recently offered me DJ Moore for Caleb, which I turned down. Could be willing to move Rome. Okay, yeah.
Yep. And then so last thing for this team. I mean, you've done a great job building this team up and improving it.
Yeah.
Keep sending out trades in your league and building up small value wins, big value wins, all the deals that you've been able to pull off.
Yeah. I'm extremely proud of you, David. I mean, you have this is perfect. You have like taken a bunch of really big value wins, honestly. Oh, we need to remember to do that video, Nathan.
Ow. Yeah, I figured we'd in the summer or after May.
I don't know. I feel like it's a good video to get out when we can, but
yeah.
All right. David, what questions do you have for us, man? I mean, you're already killing it. You've already figured out how to use the community to your advantage. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to contend this year. So I'm just telling you. If you were to make him this many trades with this many value wins again, you're easily contending. We appreciate you a ton, dude. I mean, you've already worked your way up to the top of this league. It's awesome, man. You've nailed it. So we appreciate it. If you ever need anything, David, you know exactly where to find us, man. But we love having you a part of the community, and you've done really well here. You clearly know exactly what you're doing. So. All right, Thoms, I'm Foo. We got your blueprint, and you're going to be up next, my friend. Again, guys, the link right there, we have one in the queue right now. We're basically just knocking this out. Like, if you submit, we can do yours right now. Rarely happens. I don't remember the last time we've been on
It's
caught up like this.
Months. Like probably before the season ended.
So you can skip the entire queue, get your blueprint, and again, there are a couple ways to get one. Annual Motherflocker tier with code DOMAIN is the best way to get one because it also gets you the infinite blueprint, as you see over there on the left. But it's about $8 a month. It comes with the blueprint, infinite blueprint, the trade calculator, all of our premium stuff, the Discord, etc. And then also you can get it a la carte, top right button of the site. You can go through this process and get yourself a blueprint as well. But yeah, we're pretty much at you want one, you get one right now. Make sure you do a live. Like I said, if you are going to do an a la carte, make sure you slide up to where it's live. But the annual is the best one because it gets you one free. We don't have to upgrade. You can do a live one for you now. So that's a good time. It's good to see you. Carson says, only been watching you guys a few months. I'm noticing how you guys balance each other out very well. Yeah, we appreciate that, man. Thanks for watching, Carson. Yeah, that's an accurate assessment. We are very different people, but we do the balancing sometimes. Honestly, we make a pretty good team. So appreciate that. All right. What's up, Paraqua? Now I know. And also Lloyd is your name. Which I didn't forget. I said, even before you said anything, I said Paraqua. And so you're too, aside from your analysis, I love your graphics really set you guys apart from Dynasty creators. That's on purpose. Shout out Becca. She's the best graphic designer in the space pretty easily. I mean, she kills it. We get so many comments on her. All right. I submitted a trade question. It's not allowing me to add screenshots or type any comments. Yeah, you have to, I think, tip to add comments. You can't do screenshots on a trade question. Yeah, you can send, I did not forget. You can send, you said you submitted a trade question, so let me refresh it here for you, Matthew. You can just add any context while we answer this, but JJ, we got your team review as well. CD, add any context you got here. Tom says you have a good mix of understanding what the sharps think and what to expect in home leagues. Home leagues are important, man. I mean, that's a good portion of the leagues that we provide services for. Like, a lot of them are home leagues. So, no, we appreciate it, guys. Thanks for all the love. We've been pretty happy with the results so far this offseason, and it's literally all because of you guys. I mean, you guys could stop watching tomorrow, and everything we do would be useless at that point, and we would die. So, but you guys literally prop us up. So,
yep.
A fantasy football YouTube channel, any YouTube channel is nothing without a dedicated audience and community. Like, that's factual. You only be good on YouTube if people watch you. So thank you guys. The offer he sent me was Odunze and Hunter exchanged for my CD in 2 seconds. Oh. No. I'm not doing that at all. No, you just hold CD, man. I'm going to make sure you're not a super duper hardest rebuild of all time. Yeah, it doesn't look like your team is linked either, so that's interesting. No, I'm not doing that. The value is not good there. Even CD for Odunze and Hunter straight up I'm not doing, so. How should I counter? Yeah, I would love to see his wide receivers. I can't see him for some reason, but you would need to go to a smaller down tier. You would need another at least mid first, early first worth of value in that deal. Take out the seconds and add another good piece. That's where I would go, Matt. Here's another one for you. It's an FFPC. That's why. Yeah, you need to counter for a lot more. It's honestly not even close, man. So I would. Thoughts on Terrence Ferguson between him and Blue in the late third. In the late third, I'm taking Blue. But Terrence Ferguson is the #1 my guy of the year. So I love Terrence Ferguson. I don't know if you've seen the videos. I've loved Terrence Ferguson. As a prospect, he's awesome, but like I love his situation. Yeah, I don't think they let you do screenshots on a trade, so sorry, man. Are you ready for Thom's Imfu?
Yes, I am. This is
right.
a 10-team, start 8, 1 QB, full PPR, no tight end premium. We're looking at Lamar, Drake May, and Purdy. And a 1 QB, it's a 10. It's a little overkill, honestly. We're probably going to move at least one of those guys. Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet, Rashad White-Garendo at running backs at 2. Jefferson, Olave, Terry, Downs, Shakir, Myers, Tillman Jennings will give you a 6 there. You have JJ. Then I'll give you a 7 with Kittle and Evan Ingram. This is an elite QB tight end. You have Lamar and you have George Kittle. And you got some serviceable guys at running back. You have JJ, which is awesome at wide receiver with some decent depth there that's productive. And you've got the 102 and the 207 coming in. The 102, love that you have that. That makes me feel way better about your outlook this season because you're going to get Omarion Hampton and you can build your running back room around him. Makes me feel really good about some of the targets we can give you as well. First guy that we're going to move here is going to be Drake May. We're going to go for another position. You can get literally like a CMC level running back for Drake May. And looking at some of these rebuilds down here who could, be interested in a running back. I mean, this guy has Kyron down here. You've got the 6th team in the league, CMC, Mixon, Henry. He's just full of veteran running backs. He might be trying to run it back one more year, honestly, but I would explore an offer there.
He's trying to contend for sure.
100%. He's got, this 9th team has Chuba. The other guy has Kamara and DK. DK, I'm actually going to have as a target for your team. You might even want to potentially pivot off of Terry and see if you can get a wide receiver like DK. I'm totally cool with that to explore that possibility. But Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet is going to be the next kind of tandem that I'm going to have you move off of. Just try to get a running back that we're a little more comfortable about even this season. I don't think the long-term outlook for Kenneth Walker is super promising. I don't think it's any more promising than some of the proven productive vets that are going in the same price range. And then Downs and Khalil Shakir, we're going to look to up tier there. You can either get a wide receiver that you up tier to, or you can get another running back there and kind of ride with running backs in your flex. So looking at targets here, I'm going to give you a couple running backs. And I'll give you a couple wide receivers. DK I already added, and I'm going to add those in the comments as well. I'll add DK in the comments with the
no
Terry
DK
recommendation.
No DK. Thomas says no DK. Guy with the DK is a giant fan of his. So yep, that's one where you let him keep him.
Yep.
Nate,
you
also,
can still look in that same value range though.
The Cavs don't have Garland, Evan Mobley, or DeAndre Hunter tonight.
What?
Yep, they are missing.
Oh
like,
my
all of their guys.
gosh!
So we're gonna take a 2-0 lead and go home and finish it.
Crap!
Pacers in 4,
That's
baby.
Insane. No.
Staying healthy is a skill, y'all. By the way, don't give me excuses.
Year, so
don't give me excuses.
Okay. Favorite running back targets here. I would try for McCaffrey. That guy's running back heavy. We are also going to try for this guy has. This guy's team is very questionable, and he has Brees. You could look there. This guy's competing. He has a deep running back room as well, but he's got a deep wide receiver room. He could be willing to deal. I'd look for Josh Jacobs.
Oh, Justin. It must be so nice to be.
You can also look for productive RB vets like Kamara, Mixon, Chuba, those types of guys.
Yeah, Kamara's
any sort of one of those running back veterans to pair with Hampton. I like Godwin as a target for this team. Godwin would be very nice, very nice. And then you said DK is a no-go. We can try for Devontae Adams as well. Feel free to target some of those productive running back vets from the rebuilds in your league, like I already mentioned. I think that's going to be one of the top recommendations I have for your team. Productive running back vets, wide receiver vets, any of those guys that are just sitting on there where you're like, dude, that doesn't fit your team build. Let's make a mutually beneficial deal here and see if we can't get something done. Evan Ingram, Jonnu Smith, you can move either of those guys to help you get some running back value as well. Hey, just also a reminder, I'm sure you're already aware of this, but like upside is absolutely everything in this league. When it comes to the league format, it's a 10-team start 8 with a 1 QB, 2 running back starts, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 2 flex. Upside. You've got the value in Hampton, Justin Jefferson, Lamar, Kittle, Olave. You can get a couple of these productive vets and feel pretty good about it still as a contending team. So again, looking to move off of May for another position. Walker, Charbonnet, pivot, Josh Downs, Khalil Shakir, up tier. I definitely think you can afford an up tier. And then we'll look at Josh Jacobs, CMC, Chris Godwin, and Devontae Adams for this team. And I'll go ahead and include your rookie draft blueprint as well, just with your 102 and 207 with some strategy advice for both of those.
What questions do you have, Toms? He says perfect, so it sounds like we're good. I mean, here we are, and it's been 2 weeks because 2 weeks ago you guys were in the chat talking crap about the Pacers, saying how bad they sucked, but we're still here.
Careful.
And you're still talking about how you're still talking about how they're gonna lose and how they're gonna get spanked and all. I mean, you guys watching the games, or you just box score watching? You just pull up. Oh, look, the Pacers won. They must still suck. Oh, they got lucky. Like, are you actually watching? Do you watch the basketball team play basketball? Because I feel like anybody that watches the Pacers is gonna be like, these guys are pretty damn good. Yeah, they actually are. It really doesn't. I mean, I could put my infant in front of the TV and he would be like, good, because you watch them and they're pretty good at basketball. So again, that's fine. Keep saying what you're gonna say, but when the Pacers are in the Eastern Conference Finals, what are you gonna say then? I'm just saying. It's just funny. We just do this over and over. I say, oh, go Pacers. And everybody says the Pacers suck. The Pacers win the series. Now I say, oh, go Pacers. They already won game 1. The Pacers suck. They're going to win the series. Like, I mean, watch the games. Thanks, Thomas. We appreciate you.
We got a multiple team reviews that came in. So
how about you guys? JJ is going to be up next. Refreshing here. Make sure you guys can see that you got on the stream. Happen, you're good. B-Pop, you're good as well. So you guys are going to get your team review here in the next half hour. So, oh, yeah, whatever. Go Knicks, my butt. Cheetahs always win.
Cheetahs always win. Have Blueprint at the Cubit wanted to pick advice before draft Friday. Have a couple of deals brewing to move to 102 and or get the 11th pick. Also, a trade was proposed of 103 plus Garrett Wilson plus what for the 108 and BTJ. Worth it or no? You currently own Garrett Wilson. If you have to put anything plus on top of that,
Thanks, JJ.
I don't know if I'm doing that.
All right.
We'll see. We're gonna grade out your team, but other pass suggestion moves haven't panned out, but I'm open to try again or different options as well. Okay. So we'll grade this out. Jaden Daniels, CJ Stroud, and a 10-team Superflex, full point PPR, 0.75 tight end premium. 7. Josh Jacobs, B-Rob, Blake Corum, all those guys at running back. Going to be a 2. I'll give you a 3.
Generous.
Garrett Wilson, T. Higgins, Tyreek Hill, Josh Downs, Judy Coleman. Thank you. Probably a 5 in a 10 team, and then Hawkinson's a 7. Cheetahs always win. Right in the middle of the pack, according to the league here. He's got the 103 as well. She mentions.
What did we give him last time?
Probably right on the edge in a 10 team. Probably lean reload. I think we
the last one I have from him was March 29th. This was Cheetahs always win. He was a 1 year reload.
I would stand
position
with that.
grades 7.467, now 7.357. So I'm curious how you went down here. So your QB grade is the same. Running back, you went from a 4 to a 3. Josh Jacobs, B-Rob. It's the same running back room.
I'd probably go down to 3.
Yeah, wide receiver, you were at a 6, now you're at a 5. Your wide receiver room then was Brian Thomas, Garrett Wilson. So you don't have Brian Thomas anymore, but you did add T. Higgins. You had Tyreek Hill, Josh Downs, and Keon Coleman. Garrett Wilson, T. Higgins, you have Tyreek Hill, Josh. Yeah, so pretty much a small down tier. Yeah, I mean, I have you as a reload again, so.
Yep. What are the moves that you recommended on that team?
So here's the big difference, though, between his team then and now. Is even though your positional grades are a little bit lower, your draft capital grade is higher because you didn't have the 103 last time, and now you have the 103. So you have.
Does he have a 26? Did he have 26 first last time?
He did not have his 26 first last time, so he's still not been able to get that one back. So yeah, and you know I can kind of we did a Jaden Daniels down tier. He says he's tried the Daniels down tier. He did the BTJ down tier. The one thing I will say with that is kind of we were aiming for a Drake London JSN, and it looks like you got down to what was the BTJ down tier trade you actually did?
Well, he I wonder if he did like Higgins in the 103.
So that's what I'm kind of trying to figure out, because if that's the case, then that's really probably the only major move I've seen here, and that's honestly a really good move.
Yep. Did we have him down tier from Stroud?
No.
Okay.
So we can for sure. I mean, here's the thing. We gave him Caleb. We gave him a Jaden Daniels down tier. I could see that being tough. But a Stroud down tier should be easier. Haven't been able to get much done. Moved BTJ and got Higgins in the 103, so we got that. And the league is super inactive, which is incredibly frustrating. That is very frustrating. It's not gotten active around the draft either.
Did we have him move Hawk?
We did not have him move Hawkinson. So
all right, we're going to move Hawk for a wide receiver.
And then I would go
move Judy and Tyreek.
Judy and B-Rob is who we had pivots. So
all right, we're going to have him move Tyreek and Downs then.
Give him, yeah, or Tyreek and Keon, one of the two.
Okay, so when we're down tiering from Stroud, what QB targets did we give him last time?
We only gave him Caleb Williams because we only gave him a Daniels one. We said basically go to
Right.
Caleb Williams.
Well, down tier from Stroud to Dak or Baker. You can go Dak or Baker.
Or Goff. Goff is fine too. So you can do all
Yep.
three of those guys. So.
And then
Where the frick are
more wide
this guy
receiver
has-
targets here.
this
What were
perfect,
give me the other targets
actually.
that we had
if you
last time?
If you can move from Stroud to Baker in the 110, I would do it. If you can move even Goff in the 110, I would be okay with it. Players target last time included Drake London, JS, and Chris Olave. That was for the down tier that we gave him, and he already made that down tier. And so now, you know, we can give him what did we say? The Stroud down tier we got, and then you said the Hawkinson one we're gonna move for probably a wide receiver straight out. I would go Hawkinson. I'd go Ayuk and Olave as targets for this one. We gave him Olave last time. Don't give
We
him
gave him
that one.
Olave last time. I'm gonna give him Worthy.
Yes, that's a good one.
I'm gonna.
Honestly,
did we give him picks last time?
No, we did
I
not.
keep trying to get 26 picks at a discount.
He can get the 111 for Hawk. I'm good with that. 12 team super to 10 team super flex.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Still good with that. Yep, I would do it.
Yep. Yeah, Dak, Worthy, Ayuk, and 26 rookie picks I think are going to be the targets that we have here.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Avery said, if you can move Stroud for Baker in the 110 plus a sweetener, do it. Tough to work with an inactive league. Keep sending offers. Just keep staying diligent until one of them sees the deal go down. Also, just a bit of advice here. See if you can down tier from the 103 to the 104, 107 range, plus a significant premium. Make sure to stay within the tier if you do that. So that tier ends at the 107 and a 12-team Superflex, so make sure we're doing that.
So that's been the most active thanks to you guys. Yeah, I would continue to do that because it's going to be your best bet here, man.
Yep.
Overall, when you draft whoever you're going to draft onto your team, you're looking at a net win so far with this team.
Yes.
You'll go up 2-3 points in the running back spot or the wide receiver spot, depending on where you go. So you're doing great, man. I mean, again, there's nothing you can do about players not being active, right? So, I mean...
All right,
Yeah.
man, let us know if you have any questions or follow-ups on that. We'd be happy to help you out.
We appreciate you, dude. But yeah. J-Rock correctly points out that you can get Hampton at the 103 in a lot of leagues because guys like Hunter, Ward, or Tet. Yeah, and honestly, if it goes Chenty Hampton at this point, I think I lean Travis Hunter at the 103 because of the value. I mean, Hunter's been, even in the startup, he went higher. So that's just a thought, but we appreciate you, JJ. All right, Happens going to be up next. B-Pop, you guys are going to be right here ready to rock and roll. Links in the comments if you guys want to get your blueprint done. Again, you can get a free live blueprint signing up for the annual Motherflocker with code DOMAIN, or you can get the live option. Again, 2 buttons here. This top one gets you a free one. We'll do it live on the show. This one can get you an a la carte one. If you're not a member, take advantage. Get the site, get the Discord, get a blueprint as well. We can review your team on tonight's thing. So I was going to ask Ted or Hunter at the 103. Nathan, I mean, I'm telling people Hunter at this point for market value.
At the 103? Yeah, no, that's fine with me.
Okay. Yeah, so definitely Hunter right now. He's just going higher, which is surprising to me, honestly. But
yeah, people chilled out a little bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I'm feeling good about getting him at the 106 in my draft.
You should. That's honestly looking like a steal right now.
Yeah.
Happen
so
says
Happen.
the rookie draft wrapped today. I feel pretty good about how it went. I'm still looking like I'll be on the outside looking in the playoff picture. If we don't make some moves post draft. What are we thinking? All right, Happens have nots here.
Yeah.
7th, right in the middle. It's a 1 QB 12 team start 10 PPR league, and we're gonna grade it out here, kind of see where you lie.
This
On a
is
1 QB
Superflex.
12 team is
Superflex.
oh.
Yep.
That's weird. Happen. Will you
It is-
confirm
it
that
is-
it's a super flex?
Dude, I can confirm. Half the time my team is wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
May Herbert Ward in a super flex is better in a super flex than it is.
Very good. That's a 9. It's great. Shuck too. That's real good.
Yeah. Hampy boy with Caleb. 5.
Yep.
Rashee Rice, George Pickens, Brandon Ayuk. 3.
Yeah.
And then Noah Gray's a 1.
1. He's got an extra 26 first, multiple thirds.
Already got it on the screen. You say it. Boom.
Future value?
Nope.
Oh. What did you say? Dual 8 QB?
I said, yep.
Okay. Rebuild,
Contend. Yep.
Okay, cool.
That's it.
So, yeah, same quadrant.
Yep. Same quadrant. Yeah, he said Superflex. I clicked the wrong thing. Oh, you're good. You're good. Thanks, JJ. Appreciate you. Okay, so yeah, again, so you're right. You're not contending this year. Let's down tier from your quarterbacks here. Happen. I'm gonna see if we have any blueprints on file for you already. Gonna take a look at. Yeah, of course we do. It's been. You got one we did one for you the 28th, but I don't think this is the same team. But I'm gonna check it for you. Did the one on the 28th, and the last one we did before that was in October. So the October one was the Strouds Poopers. That's
nice.
not this team. And then I'm looking at your one. This is the Bryce is right. And that's not this team either. When's the last time we did one for this team happen, or have we done one for this team?
I don't know, but are you with me that we're probably gonna down tier from Herbert and move May for another position?
There we go.
Like a wide receiver.
It's been since July. Which guy? I know what you're saying.
Down tier from Herbert and move May for another position.
Yeah. For reference, in this league, we gave you a contending archetype last year, but here's what happened. Swift and Ramondre graded a lot higher than. Garrett Wilson, Jalen Waddle, Deebo Samuel graded a lot higher than.
Yep.
Kincaid, Diggs, Pollard all graded a lot. I mean, all of your guys lost value, unfortunately.
Yep.
Now, your trade targets in July were Jordan Love, A.J. Brown, Michael Pittman, and Devontae Adams. So, obviously, hope you didn't get Pittman. You didn't, so we're good. The other guys have been fine. So, but we said okay. So we did say sell. We told him to sell Stroud, Waddle, and Levis in August. So, it looks like you were able to get Waddle off your team, Levis off your team, and Stroud. So that honestly saved your butt here. So I'm glad we at least got that one. So, all right, cool.
All right, so when we're moving May for another position, this guy up here owns Mahomes and Stafford. He could use some help. He doesn't have any wide receivers to help you out, though. This guy is Lawrence and Bryce Young. He would like some help. I would be looking for, honestly, a BTJ. If I were moving May for another position, I'd go for BTJ. That guy's smart if he wants to do that too, because he's got the top value in the league because of his wide receiver room, and he needs quarterback help. So I'll give that a target for you, Brian Thomas Jr. Down tiering from Herbert, we can go to Baker, Goff, or Dak, whichever one you're going to get more interest for and better value return for when you're making those deals. Basically just giving you one of those options every single time. So I'll put Baker here. George Pickens, pivot. Again, when you are moving off of Drake May, down tiering from Justin Herbert, I think Worthy is definitely a feasible target. And you already had your rookie draft here. Any other guys that we're a big fan of for him to pick up at the moment? Rome Odunze.
Yeah, I'm kind of there too.
Yeah, Baker, BTJ, Worthy, and Odunze. So you can tell what we want you to do here. Basically, top priority this offseason is building up wide receiver value. Value upside. Take advantage of your QBs to get deals done.
Yeah.
Plan to move Godwin during the season and Ayuk.
In season.
Yeah, closer to or during the season for Godwin
Yeah.
and Ayuk, and I think you'll be in. I think you'll get better value return for both of those guys at that point. Obviously, Ayuk's a value play at the moment. We are going to have a lot of people shop him. I think closer to or during the season once the hype increases. So they haven't added anyone else in that room. Once he comes back with his contract, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Ayuk's the guy. I forgot about that."
He says, "Is it worth it to look to sell Hampton? I was willing to in the draft, but didn't get enough value." Yeah, absolutely, it's worth it. I would definitely look at that.
Yeah,
I would flip Hampton for wide receiver if you can. So,
I'll add that in the comments.
Cody says the live streams after work are elite. Hope your work went well, Cody. This is our work, so this is our after work live stream after we work all day.
Yep,
it's the grind.
All right,
Appreciate
happen.
it, guys. All right, buddy. Yeah, good to touch up on this team here again. Again, I mean, you're not in bad shape here. We'll just make some moves. Hopefully your league is plenty active, and then you should be fine here in short order. So we appreciate you, though. You know we love you. And if you need anything, let us know. JCar5's got a trade question for us. He wants to know Allen for Herbert, Brown, and Jacobs. I mean, and we've been working on this one, but I think we gave you a contending archetype here. You're getting those running backs you desperately need. It's close. You get Herbert. I wish you could get a little bit more value than like Chase Brown here. So I'm going to take him off and see if we can't just get a little tiny bit more. Honestly, would you rather have Chase Brown or Rome Odunze? Rome Odunze pretty easy, right? So would you take Rome Odunze, Josh Jacobs, and Justin Herbert for Josh Allen in a down tier in a 10-team Superflex?
He has comments in here too, by the way.
I know he needs running backs, but read his comment.
Just got a blueprint last night. Love it. Caleb Williams owner doesn't have enough value to add with Caleb to make it worth it for Allen, so I have to move on. Owner of this trade submitted also has Saquon, but he's not wanting to move him at all.
Frick.
Also, I don't know if I'm breaking the rules here for a trade question, so if that's the case, no need to answer, but I'm looking to trade Jency in the 27 second for Henderson and Garrett Wilson with the #1 team as well. Thanks, guys. I'll be in the chat. Yeah, if you want to move Jency for Henderson and Garrett Wilson, I don't have an issue with that.
For sure. I love that trade.
Yeah, we need to get more and more down tier from Allen. That to me is, especially in a 10 team, it's just not close. I want, like you said, that guy not willing to move Saquon. It's Saquon or nothing, like legit.
All right.
You get. I would just stick with Josh Allen at that point if you're not getting the value return. Don't force anything that isn't going to be worth it for your team.
The other trade's gonna be nice for you, so you don't. That makes it a lot less. You don't like desperately need that other one. So.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Happen. We appreciate you. B-Pop, where you at in the chat? I'm assuming. When do we get the reports generated after the review, and how do we receive the report? You get them the next day, and you get them in the So if you go to your Flock account, My Reviews right here over on the side, boom, it should say complete, and it should be in there for you. So. All right. But B-Pop, let us know if you're still here. I feel very deep at every position. Pause. Except running back. Any thoughts on who to target or moves to make? 2026 first round pick I own will range anywhere from 4 to 8. Most likely the dude's team is fragile but can be a lower contender. If it's health, it's gangbangers, top of the league, 1 QB, 12 team, start 10, half PPR, and also a half point tight end premium. B-Pop, this is a nice team right here. Let's do this
Very
thing.
nice. Yep. Purdy, Murray, Ward, Tua, Daniel Jones, and a quarterback or super flex. 12 teams and 8 or 9. That's really good.
Is this a super flex?
Ton of depth, yeah.
Oh, it has it as a 1 QB again.
Super flex.
You gave it a 9?
Yeah, 8 or 9.
Give it an 8.
I mean, these just sheer depth alone is crazy. Jonathan Taylor, Tootin Benzacorum, etc. It's a 3. Then you have CD, Amon-Ra, BTJ. Love that core 3 with Golden, Devonta Smith, Evans at wide receiver. That's a 9. And then Kraft is a 3. We're going to go wide receiver factory here.
Yes, we will.
Pretty solid and pretty deep at every position. 26 first. And all your future 27 picks.
Yeah, you're good. Contend, reload here. You got a lot of flexibility here. Yeah. Okay, still in a super flex. We're making some QB moves here. We're starting here. Down tier from Kyler. Trade Cam Ward for another position.
Yep.
And move Tua for another position. And trade Daniel Jones and up tier to Geno. Boom. Fix your team. Boom.
Or you could just down tier from Tua to Geno if you wanted to as well.
Yeah, you could. I just feel like you're not going to get a ton on top. I mean, maybe you will. I don't know. Just get Geno as a throw-in, essentially. Let's just look at the team that has Geno, and let's see if what we can pull off here. That team sucks. That team sucks. That team sucks.
I'll just add in the comments. Get a cheap QB3 like Dart,
last
Geno,
team I check every
Stafford.
time. I hate it. Drives me nuts. It's like every time I go to a freaking fast food drive-thru. Every time I go to a drive-thru, 6 people pull in front of me. What are the odds? With Geno, like in the Tua, you can look at getting like, I mean, even Terrence Ferguson. Hello. Tua and Addison. How far up? Okay. Where's Tua even valued these days?
He's like close-ish, I think, to Darnold, isn't he?
That low?
No, actually, he's a little higher. He's higher than that.
I'm looking at our startup. Hold on. He just went in the 7th, so he's like a little bit behind. Okay, so here are the guys that are next to Tua that you could get. First, Kittle is right next to Tua. CMC, Terry McLaurin.
You could use Kittle.
Do you have a tight end? Oh, that's why you're giving him Kittle.
He has Kraft.
You know, yeah, Kittle or Loveland both would be great in my opinion.
Yep.
Could also get DK. So
let's move Devonta Smith for a running back to pair with JT.
Yeah. The Devonta Smith running back targets. Let me see.
And maybe even honestly, maybe even Golden.
Devonta Smith in our startup went before Kyron, JT, Caleb Johnson, all 3 of those guys, and then RJ Harvey and Josh Jacobs went a round after those guys, which is insane. You're ordering Jimmy Johnson.
Kyron and RJ Harvey.
I'm making pasta tonight, so that's what I'm doing.
Dude, I literally have pasta on my left, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyron and RJ Harvey are good targets here. If we're down tiering from Kyler, again, we'll probably for this team. We'll go Goff.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
And then we got Kittle here as well. So, yeah, basically, I mean, at running back, you're weak, or you're weakest at running back, which is not that weak. So I would just put in the comments like your last roster hole is running back. Don't be afraid to target some of those veteran guys at a discount.
Yep, I'm with you, and
take advantage of your existing QB value to help acquire more RBs and an elite tight end. All right, man. Kyler Murray down tier, Cam Ward, Tua, other position, Devonta Smith running back, Jared Goff, Kyron Williams, RJ Harvey, George Kittle. I mean, you're going to be getting a lot more assets than that too when you're making all these deals. So
yeah, you got
feel free to drop these scenarios in the trades channel of the Discord, and feel free to reach out with us, send us a DM, and we'll be able to help you out with the deals that you're making as well.
But Brandon, if you got any questions, let us know here in the comments. But yeah, we appreciate you a ton, dude. And if you need anything, you can let us know. But we'll wait and see if you got any more questions here before we kind of move on. But yeah, we appreciate it, buddy. You're the man. JJ's got a trade question for us here. There's 103 for the 107 and Xavier Worthy. Oh, that's a nice down tier. It's a super flex. I'm doing this. Just take whoever falls. Take Worthy. It's essentially Travis Hunter, but
Yeah.
Cam Ward and Xavier Worthy. I'm totally cool with that. So.
Yep.
Yeah, JJ, I'm good with this one. So.
So am I. It's a good deal. Same tier.
All right.
Alrighty.
Then we are clear. So.
Clear.
Yeah, I gotta take the cards to Sherald tonight. So.
Nice.
All right, but yeah, we appreciate you guys. We needed to jump on, knock out some team reviews. I think after this, we'll go back to our regular scheduled programming. And dang, Garrett Wilson for the Worthy and the 105 is a great trade, Beckers. But I think we'll go back to regular scheduled programming. We'll be live again Friday. So we will have a video for you tomorrow, though. Guys, you should be trading for in Dynasty, kind of post-rookie draft, and kind of what the market is looking like at this moment in time. But definitely glad we could get another blueprint stream in here with you. And all you guys who joined, just know we really appreciate it. I know these aren't the sexy streams because we don't do all the drafts and stuff like that. But these are the business streams because this is how we kind of support ourselves. So we appreciate you guys a ton. And again, video tomorrow, live again Friday. And we hope to see all of you guys there. So, yeah, have a great week. And the Pacers game should just started. They're already up 3. Yep. They're already winning. They're already winning. They're already winning, guys.
Already winning. Just like that.
It's so you go watch. Where's Justin? Justin, go watch yourself be wrong. It's gonna be on TV. You can see yourself be wrong on the biggest stage. So. Yep. Go Pacers, baby. We're gonna tear them up. So, all right. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you soon. Peace out.